Freo supporter, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, FLAGMANTLE.
Oh, settle down, mate. Settle down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, welcome back, episode 2. I'm surprised we made it back here, boys. I don't know about you, but I'm Ben, and with me I've got Josh.
How are we?
And Adam. Dadsy.
How are we, boys?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. How was everyone's weekend?
Good. Freebail's overtaken Brisbane.
Yeah. What was buddy? 20 seconds in, and 20 there's a little dig at Brisbane. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, beautiful. That's the hottest news of the weekend, I think. And I agree. Yeah. I agree. So
yeah. Did you tip Freo, Ben?
No.
Yeah.
Well, no.
We still are all 1, 2, and 3 though.
It's exciting.
It's true.
1, 2, 3.
Like so. Yeah. After last week's, we didn't think it would be the same, and it wasn't. It was just Freo overtaking the Lions was the difference. So
we're climbing.
If I was a Freo supporter, I'd be pretty happy. That's for sure.
FLAGMANTLE.
Oh, settle down, mate. Settle down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'll snip this for next week.
Someone got a bit too much chocolate over Easter.
Yeah.
After Kerner kicks 8 against us.
Yeah. Hey, mate, Tabernar kicks 7. Fucking hell.
I know.
We'll get to that in a sec. In a sec.
Sorry, boys.
No, all good, mate. All good. First game of the round was your Lions, mate. I'd like to hear a little bit of a review from you. Non-biased, of course, but I'd like to know why.
It's not in my nature, Ben, to be biased. No, look, someone tipped 78 points. Don't know where that came from. I was close. I got one of the numbers right. It was obviously been a 7-point game. I think did anyone hear Lockie Neal's press conference after when he's like, we're talking about it being a crack the nut game or something like some weird analogy, and I was like, basically you got to chip away at the game and it'll break open is what he said. And he's like, he goes, yeah, and he was like, basically, we're just going to chip away at the game and eventually it'll break open. And he's like, then he went, it didn't. I was fucking in tears.
The honesty from him, I love it.
Yeah, he's like, it did break open, but look, it wasn't our best. I think obviously we got off to a super slow start. Maybe underestimated Collingwood a little bit. Came out with a point to prove, especially with their accuracy. I think they're 5 goals to at quarter time. Took us a while to get going, and then that second quarter, obviously we fired back, but they found a way to stay in it, stay in the contest, and bums on edge of seat stuff towards the end there. Squeaky bum time, thinking sure they're not going to lose this one. But Jordan Goey, by the way, that guy can play the game.
He's not bad. He keeps surprising me. I keep looking at him going, he's not as good as everyone says he is. And then games like that in the weekend, I'm like, no, he's class. He definitely
he got slagged for being a wannabe Dusty. But I'm not saying he's there. Yeah, came like dust. But, I'm not saying he's there, but he certainly can win a game. He goes forward and kicks a bag and can get it in the middle as well.
Joey Montana reckons he's top 5 to 10 players in the AFL. Do you reckon he's there?
I think that's a big call.
There's 10 players who are pretty good though.
But he definitely he can win a game off his boot. So I suppose he's got that factor. But
just loves being in front of the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just not in front of court.
Yeah.
Little settlement deal, little settlement banter.
Yeah. Someone's been watching a bit of Suits.
Yeah. Lawyer jokes.
Or how
Episode 2, lawyer jokes.
But I don't know about you, but this was my highlight for the week. The game on Friday, it was the Eagles versus Swans, where the Eagles come crashing back down to earth after their win last week. It was good to see. Never seen so many Eagles supporters go from being up and about to quiet so quickly. And that's something that I love to see. I don't know about you guys, but
I'm going to tip them every week if they're going to do that.
I had the pleasure of being at Optus
front row seats
on Friday night.
Go through some of the chats for us.
Oh, it was. Well, there wasn't many.
No,
There wasn't many
okay,
chants from the Eagles. Just a lot of
Yep.
booing.
Oh, yep.
I committed
I said boo
early.
Yep.
Pardon, Josh?
I said boo earns.
Yeah, yeah. I committed to drinking every time they booed before the first bounce.
Yeah.
And by
So
quarter
you
time, I
missed the game.
sacked that game off. I
Yeah.
sacked the game off.
You were just in the bar line the whole time. You can only get 4 at a time, hey? So you just have to queue back up.
But there was a couple of funny moments. There was a gentleman in the section next to us when Tom Barras gave a free kick away. He yelled out, "You just got sexually harassed," which
That's very good.
I was giggling at for about 5 minutes.
That's
and
very
then
good.
he followed it up in the second half when I can't remember who went to pick it up. One of the Swans players went to pick it up at his feet, and it just went straight into his middle, like into his legs, and bounced out. And he stood up and gave it the howza, which had me fucking giggling again.
Oh,
So
geez.
he was best on ground for me.
Yeah, he might be a special guest appearance, whoever this bloke is, if you're listening.
Yeah,
So we want you.
He was robbed from that HMSA fucking Sydney medal, whatever it was.
Yeah. No, beautiful. Did you get to watch that game, Josh?
I watched a little bit of it between screaming kids.
Yeah, beauty. Yeah.
So I had on mute, so I didn't get to hear the booing, unfortunately. But the stands looked pretty empty by half time, which made me pretty happy. I'm not going to lie.
The trains are full though.
Yeah, mate, the line for the Camfield afterwards, I thought it was going to be straight in for a cheeky pint, and that's where they all went. It's about a mile long.
Oh, jeez. No, that's all right. Well, we'll move on. We won't do a full podcast about how shit the Eagles are, even though their team was fairly fully strength, like the full strength. Sorry.
To be
no
fair,
nickname, mate.
Oh, sorry. He's champion data number 1 player in the comp. Sorry, it's.
I think it's going to take him a couple of weeks just to sort of build that chemistry again as well. All the teams are 6 games in have played with their strongest sides.
Yep.
They're just starting off again, so I think give them a couple of weeks and then we can really judge them. I think.
Yeah.
Shuey, it looked like Shuey and Yo were also swapping on the bench.
Yep.
So they were straight swapping for each other because Yo started on the bench and then about 20 minutes in, he came on the bench like 7 minutes in, and then like 10 minutes later he was running off again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we don't know what COVID has done to him as well, like which ones actually did have COVID. We don't know how it's going to affect them as well. Yep. So I think in a couple of weeks we can judge them.
Yep, I would say another key out for them, and he's probably one of my favourites in the comp, is McGovern. He's up there. If you like Backman, he's one of your favourite kind of things. So that's a huge out.
Yeah.
The next game I want to cover was the Adelaide game, Adelaide versus Richmond, where all 3 of us tipped Adelaide.
And that was the that Richmond were the favourites going in, eh?
Yes, correct. So I'm pretty happy with the boys there, and Adam's prediction also come in with the 5 goals from Tex Walker.
Hey, go the boys!
Hit 4 of them in the first quarter as well.
Rubbing his hands together.
A broken clock is right twice a day, fellas.
Thank you. Beauty. But a bit of sad news story out of that one with Sloan going down with his, I believe, his ACL. Correct me if I'm wrong. But looks like to be season ending, maybe career ending too. So hopefully he does come back. But I think he's 32 as well. So he's
going to be.
Yeah, I'd love to see him back.
I think when he comes back, he's just going to. I'll have to play him forward for a bit at 32. So he's going to come back at 33. And they say you don't really fully recover for 2 years, so
okay.
I don't think he's coming back.
Back of it.
Is that your call?
No.
I'm leaning towards that as
well. So he's guaranteed to come back then.
Yeah, beauty, lock it in.
I think he will come back. But I think he'll just be like that forward, that half forward.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt he'll be playing through the middle when he gets back, like what he does. I think it's going to be too hard.
Yeah, we'll see. I'd be curious to know how many years are on his contract too. So if he was doing a year by year, at that age would make sense. But hopefully he's come back because I love watching him play, to be honest. So
Yeah, it's great.
I reckon maybe he'll come back for a year. If they're still going through like their transitional period with a lot of their young players, maybe he'll come back as a leadership aspect. But I can't see him get on the park that often.
Would another club pick him up where their window's that bit open? Do you reckon it would be worth it? Like,
nah,
in that when he
too risky. Unless he was like a from the rookie draft.
Geelong will get him.
He's not hit his peak yet for Geelong. He's about 3 years off going there.
Jeez,
mugs, mate.
We'll get to the old and slow Geelong shortly. I believe the next game was. We'll skip.
Oh, first of all, game. Richmond.
Yes.
How shit are Richmond?
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree.
Been saying it for a while, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They look nothing of what they should be able to do. Either they need to change their style, or
is Dusty the factor?
Well, he can win a game off his own boot, so
that's missing Dusty. Teams pay
attention. It hurts.
Yep.
It hurts, but they look shit. That's the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they'll their peak level where they were before. Not even close anymore.
Richmond used to be pressure. It'd go in the forward 50. There was just pressure. It goes into their forward 50 and teams waltz out of it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to maintain it when they were that good for a sustained period. You should have probably had 4 premierships in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is like if it's not working, you have to change something. They're 4-1 now, aren't they? Or are they 3-2? Sorry, yeah, 1-4, yeah.
They're 11th with 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
And they were saying the window was open. People were saying the window's still open at the start of the season. And you're 2 and 3. You look like pretty average.
Are you closing that door for the year, mate? In round 5, are you saying they're done? Yeah.
If they're playing like they're going to keep playing, unless they change their style.
Like not even finals.
I don't think they'll make finals the way they're playing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think there's no pressure around the ball, which is their biggest thing.
Yep.
So if they can't pick that up, they have to transition to a possession game. And do they have the players to do that? It's a big difference.
Yeah.
So
be curious to see. I think they'll be fighting for that 8th spot, whether they get it or not. Just based on what we've seen so far. But yeah.
Unless Tom Lynch pulls out a miraculous season where he just kicks like that 70, 80 goals type thing. I don't see where they're going to do it.
Yeah, well, just looking at the ladder now, you've got obviously us 3, which I think will all play finals. St Kilda, I think, will play finals. The Swans will probably play finals. Carlton will probably play finals. Geelong will be battling it out. You've still got the Bulldogs to come into that they surely play finals. So it's tough. It's tough to battle out. They're probably battling for that eighth spot, which is, I don't think they'll make it either. Looking at that,
I think the whole competition's very even at the moment. You can go from let's say second because D's are on top, second through to 15th, where the Eagles are 16th. And it's pretty much, it'll be fairly competitive throughout that, I think, throughout the season.
No, great. I just, the thing is, because it's so even, when you're off like Richmond are, where I feel that they've lost their identity, and when it's close, that 2 or 3% is massive.
Yep.
And they're just getting, that pressure's just not there, which is everything they base their team around. So I don't know how you get that back. Is it the hunger?
That's what I mean. I think it's tough to when you've been that team that's been the benchmark and the dark. No one can disagree. Like the last 4 years, they've been the best team in the comp by Mark. Well, so apart from last year, that 4 year period, they were like the best team there. Like when you've won it three finals, like how do you maintain that as when you're like a Jack Revolt sort of thing? Like it's you're getting older. You've the hunger to win something is probably is more, I'd say, than the hunger to maintain it, if that makes sense. Like maybe that second flag, like they go, right, well, let's back like Melbourne this year, like, all right, let's really make a statement that we are one of the best teams by going again. But then once you win it that second time, like, especially a third, like you can't maintain that level of self-drive.
Mm-hmm. But these young
and don't
players,
forget the AFL system is promotes teams coming up and stop having the same team constantly winging it as well.
Yeah. You just want these younger kids that are coming through, like Shai Bolton. He's meant to be their next Dustin Martin, and he looks nothing like he doesn't look
shows
like he's
glimpses
up to it,
of being elite.
He does it, but then he'll have a game where he plays like Cam Rayner. Like, can't find the fucking footy.
You'd leave my boy alone.
Everyone on the ground leaves him alone, mate.
It's a lot tougher to find that next Dustin Martin when you've got the bottom pick of round one pretty much every year because you're at the level, like they can't pick up a Nick Dacos or a Horn Francis or a Luke Jackson, like because they've got to wait fucking for the other 17 players to fucking get picked up, like
No, well, you touched on the Ds there, mate. So we'll transition into that one. My opinion, I don't think the Ds have played their best footy all year. They showed a glimpse through the third in that GWS game. And honestly, I sent a message to a couple of mates and I was like, if we can play like that all year, good luck with everyone else. I didn't expect to put GWS away like we did. I didn't think they played bad at all. I think it was just a one-sided display from Melbourne. Yes, that is very biased, but I did think we played pretty good, and I still don't think we played our best all year.
The difference is, I think Melbourne are just doing what they need to do at the moment, and you can see that in their gameplay. They're not they're happy to move Max Gawn out of a key position to let Luke Jackson come in, just so Max Gawn doesn't overdo it.
Get some minutes.
It's just I think they look settled at the moment. They're comfortable with what they do. They know what they're doing. And they're
even our
got to
role
get through this
players
front half.
Playing great. Yeah.
Harbouring any hatred towards Max Gawn yet, Joshy, mate? After another 130?
Not actually, no, because I am making cash. I am making a lot of cash at the moment. So, and it's I mean, we'll get into fantasy later, but Grundy is now officially out. I'm done with him.
He's done.
Trade him.
I'll keep him.
I'll be running Prus and
lock him in for average 130 over his next three.
Prus and Jerry are my 1 and 2 at the moment, and I'll go back to Gawn obviously, but while the cash can be made, I'm taking that cash at the moment.
No, I was just having a little stab, mate. He's been mad.
Yeah, I know. It hurts a little bit, but looking where I've put the money.
I hate him, mate. I'll be honest. I fucking hate him.
Well, I was
watching.
By trading out Gawn, I went to Sinclair, and Sinclair
he's doing bits, mate.
He's doing pretty good down back. So
Also, while we're speaking of Maxi, like with the Luke Jackson thing, his time on ground is huge. I was like kept watching like a hawk because I was fuming, having dropped him, watching him go big. So I was watching the bench constantly to see when his big fucking head would appear on it, and he just kept going forward instead of going to the bench. And I'm thinking, like, mate, you're still scoring points there. Get off the fucking pitch. Like, run to the bench, you selfish cunt. Like, so I was getting so angry at the fucker. Fucking Martin's kicking goals. I'm like, fuck off, mate.
No, he's a great player.
He's amazing.
He is. I think he's a great captain for Melbourne as well.
Very good leader.
Yeah, very good leader. And I think that's a big reason why you guys are as good as you are. Is you got those types of leaders on your field. Got him, Viney. You got Petrarca coming through. You've got Oliver, and I think Oliver's really still underrated. Like
Did you know that Bowie has never lost a game?
Yeah, I heard that. I think it's 12-0 with a premiership, 2 NAB Rising Star nominations.
Retire now.
How many times did you hear it though?
I've heard a couple times.
I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Did you have the game on mute on Friday?
No,
I
it's
did.
non-stop.
That's the only way I can watch Friday night
Every
football.
time he fucking touched the ball.
Oh,
Barry
really?
hasn't lost the game. Soak it in, mate. It's going to fucking change. I was
look,
fuck off, mate.
if I wasn't a D supporter, they'd probably start growing in my gears too. But I'm loving it.
Yeah, mate, that's a crazy good stat.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Not all 4 commentators have to mention it.
Not when he gets the ball 15 to 20 times a game. You say it every single time.
Yeah, I was getting so angry at it.
I hate commentators half the time, so I love watching football on mute.
Yeah,
Like I prefer it. Just about any sport, I prefer to have the radio commentary on rather than the fucking TV commentary. I can do the mix. Yeah.
No, beauty. Was this next game potentially game of the round? Carlton versus Port, the choke club from Carlton. Holy, I thought Port were going to do it. I don't know how much.
I was sort of hoping.
I'd love to see it.
Well, only because Carlton are Fremantle's biggest threat at the moment. I think they're very par, and just to get that one up, especially before we verse them, I was like, "Come on, Port, just get it in there."
Yeah.
But I was going to say, who had that kick at the end? Eamon, that shot from outside 50. He knew he couldn't make it, and he put it way too deep. If you put that 20, 25 meters out the top of the square and just make that a contested game, but as soon as he went that long, give possession away, you lost the game for your team.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments there.
I forgot I tipped Port. So when they started coming back, and then I remembered I tipped it, I was just sat there going like, "Fuck!" I was kind of hoping it purely just to give it like, Carlton choked, like
that's what I wanted
for the banter. But then when I remember, I was like, "Oh shit, I tipped Port." I was like, "Come on, boys, come on, boys." But no, it was nice to see Vossi on the sideline there with the win over Port. Like, it's always nice when you see the coach, the assistant go and get a win. Against the old team.
I love Michael Voss. I really wish Fremantle picked him up, but I'm liking Longmuir at the moment, so it's all right. But when we're looking for a coach, I was like, just get Voss.
Please. Yeah.
Do you reckon? Oh, I was going to say, do you reckon like Brisbane should have stayed with him, or do you think he had to go back as a?
No, he definitely had to go back. He definitely had to go back and learn under somewhere else. And I think, was he an assistant before he took over the Lions job?
I think he was.
Yeah, because you just look at some of the coaches who are doing really well now. They've come from that assistant role.
Yeah.
Like Vossi's like.
Well, I mean, there's a few there have been coaches and then gone back and then came back.
Yeah.
So
I think he definitely is a different coach now to what those mistakes and those sort of hard times at like when he was coaching us probably.
So you don't think he'll sign for Bowler again?
maybe bring back Fev. Oh mate, what a guy!
I think that was
a signing.
Mistake.
Fev and Jonathan Brown up top. we might be finishing 14th, but take me back to those boys.
No, good days. Josh, do you want to give us a Freo review, mate? You must be up and about, or do we just want to call it the Tabernar show?
Or the Brayshaw and Tabernar show. Don't discredit Brayshaw.
Yeah.
He is the GOAT. Official. I put money on Brownlow medal. Brayshaw.
He's leading the coaches' votes.
He's leading coach votes. Leading disposal counts.
Yeah.
Second in fantasy.
He's a freak.
behind Bailey Smith still, but he'll get there. I've got the faith.
He's a freak though.
Do you know we got him for Weller? So the trade was to the Gold Coast. Weller, we gave them Weller. We got pick 2. Pick 2 was Brayshaw.
Wow.
Who won that trade?
It's a huge win.
Brayshaw is unreal. I remember a few years ago when he was still a forward in fantasy, talking him up to Ben. And Ben didn't buy into the hype.
No, took me 2 years to buy into the hype, I reckon.
Really?
But I'm all aboard now. Yeah, all aboard.
As soon as I watched him play, you could just see it was going to be that type of player that just finds the ball. him. I really wish Shearer stayed. I think.
Yep.
Like if we had Shearer this year, I'd be we'd be so good in that midfield. But Will Brodie actually hit a target. It was at 80% efficiency
80%
on the weekend.
I seen.
Yeah, I was
After-
like, holy
after you-
shit, it's all come
after your
together.
comment, after your comment last week, I was like, oh, I'll check his efficiency, and I was like, shit, he's actually hit some targets today.
Yeah.
So.
Shame his points were
But-
down, but
Yeah,
it's probably because it's targets.
But
Yeah.
like in the game itself, I think first half nobody could hit a target on either side.
Mhm.
Fremantle's pressure was right up, which was the only reason why we were in front. But we're just making silly mistakes, and in that third quarter, especially, we just hit our targets, hit those wide players, and
Yep.
I mean, as I said, I was saying, Essendon looked like absolute
Yeah.
shit. Like
No.
I think
I
I
agree.
think the way they play, there's a lot of lazy players in that side.
Yep.
I think Dylan Shill is a big issue in that side. And for somebody
Yep.
that
they
they work so
spent
hard
to get him too.
yeah, and he does not look like that he was worth the money, to be honest with you.
Yeah. They also their accuracy as well. First quarter was 1 and 4.
Well, they kicked themselves,
one
yeah.
goal.
But that was like the disposal around the ground as well. The amount of times, a lot of those points, they were snapping from like 20, 30 metres out.
Yeah.
And they're missing, you know? And if you want to win games of football, you need that scoreboard pressure. You need to be putting them through. But Fremantle dominated the midfield and ran away with it as soon as they hit their targets.
That was
Tell you
good to
who's,
watch Dockers. Go on, Adam.
Tell you who is exciting for the Bombers in a sort of lackluster performance, Nick Martin.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
And to say that they didn't have him on the list a month before the season, and like he's been one of their shining stars this year. Like the kid can play.
Yeah,
It's like it's mad. It's mad that they didn't have him on the list like a month before.
Yeah,
I was going to say Bombers was one of those teams. At the start of the year, I was like, they might actually be good this year. They're due. Had faith. Watched them on this week, and I've gone. They're going to have to prove it to me to be able to go and tip them again. I don't think they're going to go much higher than where they are.
Yeah, in Essendon's defence, I think as well got to recognise that Merritt's out, and he's their best player, not just and then also Stringer. I think Stringer brings another dimension to him. So that package, as much as like fantasy wise, he does not touch the ball, but he's just one of those players. He's like that. Like he is an actual Kmart Dusty, but he'll do those one or two good things in the game where it actually just sparks something in Essendon. Like he's, I think that's a big problem. And they also lost Phillips at the very start of the game as well. Yeah. So, like they've got some excuses there, but just the way they play, especially in that third quarter, I don't think they're going to do anything this season really.
Yep. No, we'll wait to see for them. And did you get time to watch the Easter Monday clash today?
I did, and I want to bring up Tom Hawkins.
I love him.
Oh, yes.
Because I fucking absolute cunt last week. Absolute fucking 2 hands in the back. Yeets Harris Andrews gets paid the fucking mark. This week, shoved in the fucking and with a fair bump. The cunt did. I thought he was fucking gymnastics. Someone's got him at the bloody Olympics. He's got an absolute cartwheel into a 360 and been paid it. Fuck off, Tom, you big lump of cunt.
Well, I love him.
Nah, he can fuck off. I used to like him. He can fuck off.
I think he's the fairest player in the AFL.
Find the cunt a mil. Honestly, elite seeing them get beat. Also, the Hawks. I'm telling you, the Hawks. You slagged me. You slagged me last week, you two. You sat there and you went, "Oh, how are the Hawks going ever since you made the finals thing?" Now look at them. Beat Geelong, who we all sat here last week and went, "Yeah, Geelong probably make finals." Hawks have done them. They'll be inconsistent, but they are going somewhere under Sam Mitchell.
Okay, all right.
I think they'll go somewhere under Sam Mitchell. I just don't think that's going to be this year or next year. I think they need draft picks.
No, I think they're as closest to being a good team, the Hawks, as Geelong is to being in a retirement home. They're so old, they're so slow, and they got found out today.
That's the thing with Geelong. It has to go perfect for them to have any chance.
Yeah.
They just have to have the way of it. Get the free kicks for pushing the back.
Or arguing with the umpire, disrespecting the umpire.
Yeah, true.
The whole Tom Mitchell. Do you boys see that with Tom Mitchell?
Yes.
Oh, it was the 50
The geezer
meters.
just pointed when he's asking a question.
Yeah.
Is that -3 as well?
Yeah, it would basically be a free against. Yeah. But just why all of a sudden this round has that just come in? And then like maybe, not every umpire's across it.
Because Toby Green comes back next week.
Get their practice in this week. you know what I mean though? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Just help me out to understand. Like, the umpires want to be respected. That's why they've brought this rule. Like, that's why they're pinging it. Then every umpire's got to ping it every single time. Otherwise, everyone's going to sit there and go, "What's the fucking rules, you melons? Yeah. Like, what's the difference?" Like, and then
I did it last week.
Yeah.
It's the biggest problem in the AFL is that they just keep changing their minds. Go, this week we're going to concentrate on this.
Yeah,
it's just
how about concentrate on all the rules?
Yeah.
Or stop making them if you can't keep up.
I know. But then people will be out of a job if they stop making new rules. And that's why there's always new rules. Yes.
Yeah. No. Oh, that's that weekend roundup, I think. We'll move on to fantasy. I'm happy to brush over this one. I'm not a big fan of fantasy this year.
No, boys. I
don't think any of us really.
Can we do a vote?
Majority rules. Yeah. Now, Adam, talk to us, mate. How'd you go this week?
Well,
you top scorer out of us?
I was 2,105.
Yeah.
What would that be? Yes, then
2045.
I didn't even crack 2000. 1955.
Yeah, what happened in 1955? Quick Google search.
I don't know, mate, because
it's about 11 years before England win the World Cup, mate.
Jeez, thanks, mate.
By the way, not really outrageous call, but we'll win it this year. Facts. It is coming home.
Want to make a bet?
Tattoo bet, mate?
Nah, hard pass.
Tattoo bet on the final? Tattoo England make the final.
I'll go 0-2, I think.
I'll tattoo if England win it. They have to win it.
I'll take the odds on the bookies, mate, rather than that.
And I'll tell you what the tattoo will have to be for you if you like. You have to get an Arsenal tattoo.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. I would rather England not win the World Cup than do
have an Arsenal.
Problem solved. But no, I had a little brush in with the top 100 for a split moment before the Melbourne game started, and everyone who captained Gorney me again. But it was a nice. I know you shouldn't look at overall rank during the rounds because obviously these games being played left, right, and centre. But I couldn't help it. I was getting excited. I've never been that high, apart from GTM one time.
Actually, how high did you get? How high did you get?
GTM or fantasy?
Both. We'll go. We'll go GTM as long as.
About the same number, 100 to 105.
yeah. I was going to say we can go GTM as long as it's more as interesting as your poker story last week.
Yeah.
No, it's not as interesting. It's not as
we left that one in, mate. We left that one in.
Yeah, I did see that absolute stitch up. Yeah. Classic stitch up, mate. It's the classic stitch up. But I had a little rush in with the top 100. I hit 98 and then quickly plummeted back down to 599. So I'm still in touching distance.
Yep.
When I was good about 3 years ago, I hit 47 as my highest.
Jeez.
So I was hoping you didn't beat that.
I tried to screenshot it, but I was too slow. A quick moment to go, oh shit. And then by the time it was like back to like 140 or something. And at one point as well, I did the math. I was like, if I'd have traded Gawn, if I'd have kept Gawn and traded Grundy to English, like I did 3 weeks ago, I would have been inside the top 10 at that point. But
It's
it's
huge.
all if buts or maybe. I don't do if buts or maybes. I do absolutes. So total points for the top 100 is 10,717.
Nice. Well done, mate.
Where am I?
Well done.
10,700. So I'm about 100 points
17.
behind. Oh, no,
1,000
points behind. Yeah.
I'm 120 points behind.
Ooh.
Could do it.
Close.
That's not good on me, but
That's gone in 1 week.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It actually is. I'd be there about going. Yeah.
Nightmare. Who's on the radar to be traded this week? For me,
Grundy.
I think. Oh, jeez. Say that loud and proud. For me, Rao. I think Rao's time to go. And then we'll just use the other one for whoever's going to be laid out to ruin the rest of the team. So,
See, Rao isn't lost money. Grundy has.
Mhm. Yeah.
And Grundy is playing shit at the moment. So
Yeah.
Grundy's out. You can put Jerry there.
Yep.
And then
Gain cash.
you've already got cover. And then you can, with that money, you can upgrade a midfielder, which is my plan.
Yep.
So I'm going to go to Bailey Smith.
Yep.
So I've still got
Nice.
Crouch and Rao. And I'm going to
Yeah.
keep them for a little bit longer.
I was 3K off Rowell to Bailey Smith this week. I should have gone.
tough.
I should have gone Crouch to him.
Yep.
But I kind of just thought Crouch should still be a 90 guy, even though his time on ground's down.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He should
I
still
agree.
be a 90 guy. Rowell's throwing up 60s. I was like, I've got to move him. But then I moved him to Jaden Short, who fucking just didn't turn up for the fourth quarter. So I was a little bit pissed off with that move. I could have got Gorn. Oh, I couldn't got Gorn actually because Grundy and English had already locked in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gorn's on the radar for me.
Rao we brought in at the start of the season. What was it, about 50 or 55 he was priced at? So getting 60s isn't the end of the world with him because at least he's not losing that cash. It's the
it is when you're in a hat hunt, mate.
Yeah,
I
prefer to downgrade
not
him.
all of us in a hat hunt.
Yeah, I'm going to likely downgrade him, save some cash, maybe double down this week, build some cash.
Could go to
for
Hobbs.
Next week.
Hobbs looked nice.
Yep, he played well.
Hobbs, how much did he go up? He went up 27K, 293. Yeah. So it's probably the week to get on him. He's got a break even of 9.
Yeah, okay.
He had a 72 against the Fremantle team in a flogging, and he filled the stat line really nicely.
Yeah, that's what we'd like to see.
Yeah, but Nick Dacos is there now for DDP. DPP.
As I say, the dual players have come out today. They come out.
They came out. Yeah, they
49
came out. The big one
changes. I went through the list. There's probably 2 or 3 significant ones, and the rest you're probably not going to put in your team. Dacos going back's nice.
A sneaky one who got forward, Luke Parker.
Yeah.
That's big. Didn't see that one. Yeah.
But he's scored high in about 2 games, I think, is it?
So he's gone 119, 79, 75, and then he had a 42 against North too. And then he had a 123 against the Eagles. Now I'll be honest. I didn't fucking see him. He kicked 2 goals. I didn't realise he fucking played well.
Mate, that's like I watch Parker and he does so often. It's just like, oh, how's he got 30 touches? I don't think I've seen him. Like he does it week in, week out, just goes under the radar.
Same when they announced Callum Mills as winning best on ground as unanimous. I was like, did he play? I was like, don't get me wrong, I've seen him running about, but I never thought for once he was like watching the game. I was like, we were on the boundary behind the goals, and the first quarter was played up the other end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't look and think like, oh, geez, he's having a blinder.
I don't have much else to add on to the dual positions. I think it's a bit of a rearrange with is it Sherry or Cherry? Whatever the fuck his name is. Can probably sneak into the ruck position or even on the bench to free up a spot up forward. Dacos down back. There's another midfield spot available.
Getting rid of Grundy and moving Dacos down back means I just brought in Bailey Smith. My back line's pretty much now set until I need to get everybody to top premiums. So I don't have to worry about my back line anymore. I can just worry about the disaster of a midfield I have and get the rookies off in the forward line.
Well,
So
beauty. Alrighty, let's get into our tips for the following week. So is it round 6 coming up? We have a Friday night game up first. We have GWS Giants versus St Kilda. Tough, I think, to call. We got
where is it
GWS
at?
coming. Sydney, Manuka.
Sydney.
Sorry, ACT.
Oh, so Canberra. Yep.
Yeah, so it'll be cold.
Yeah, is it going to be snowing? Remember that?
I was going to say Saints comfortably, but yeah.
Yeah, I will tip Saints. I just think they're the better team, but fuck knows what we're getting with GWS each week. So
I'm going to go Giants.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon Saints are going to struggle in really contested games.
Mhm.
I think they like that outside run and freedom, so they're going to really beat up on the weaker sides, but I think they're going to struggle against those sides that are a bit more wanting to win the ground ball.
Yep.
I think Bruce comes back in this week, doesn't he?
I think he straight back in. I think he is.
I'd say he's straight back in.
I think he was only 1 week.
Yeah, he'll be straight back in, but he'll dual rock with Flynn. Flynn played well.
But with Ryder out, I don't think St Kilda look as dangerous. Marshall doesn't look as dangerous as Ryder does in the ruck.
Yep.
For Saints, so I'm gonna go sneaky Giants win here. I think.
Yep. No.
Are we doing margins?
We do margins for the first game of the round. So give us your margins.
I'm gonna go GWS by 7.
7, close game. Adam.
Saints by 19.
19. Ben, Saints by 12. Next game, Bulldogs versus Adelaide.
Bulldogs come.
That's actually tough.
Bulldogs.
No, that's a tough game.
Initially, I was just recalling the Adelaide game and how poor Bulldogs were, but I do think Bulldogs are the better team.
Is it at Marvel?
Mars Stadium, yes.
Oh, Mars. Oh, so it's in Bendigo. So, yeah, Bulldogs. Bendigo. Is it Bendigo or Ballarat? One of those two.
One of those ones, yeah. It's
Ballarat, I think. Isn't it?
Is it Ballarat?
Yeah. Next game of the round, Port Adelaide versus Eagles. So probably the worst game of the round.
In Adelaide, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Adelaide Oval. Yeah. So I'm going Port.
Port make a statement.
Oh,
Port by 37.
Port by 37. Is this your margin for the week that you're
That's
getting
me.
wrong?
That's me.
Yep.
Yeah, big call.
Yep, beauty.
If Port, just on a side note, if Port don't win this, is that Hinckley's last game?
Yes.
It's got to be close.
Maybe not after the fight they showed, because they showed something at halftime of the Port game.
Yeah.
I thought he's sacked.
Yep.
I thought he was
so
gone.
I thought
he was gone yesterday. Yeah.
At least they can use the paperwork that they had ready at halftime for next week. Then.
Yeah.
I'm in two minds here. I think if Port should win in Adelaide, but I tipped West Coast last week and they got belted, which was quite enjoyable. Do I jinx it again?
I wouldn't hate that, mate.
Yeah, no, I think Port should win it, so I'll
go with that.
Jump on the Port bandwagon.
Beauty. Freo Carlton.
Well, I'm going to go Freo.
I think Freo. I think this is game of the round. And at home, I do like Freo as well, so we're all back in that one.
It's also was it last year on a Saturday night when Carlton kicked one after the siren, Jackie Nunes at Optus to win it. If your memory goes that far back, Josh,
knocked out of me. No. I don't recall losses, only wins. So.
Freo win for me.
Yeah, I think I have to. It'll be good to see if a WA team playing well this year, and I hope it's Freo. Following game is North and Geelong.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Geelong, but
you don't love it though, do you?
No, I really don't. I'd love to see North win this game, but
I would love it.
Geelong.
At
think
$1.16
everybody
as well, Geelong. That's a bit
Bloody
yuck.
hell.
I reckon
What-
I'll probably
what's-
go North Melbourne, the line.
I was going to
What-
say
yeah,
my
what-
bet's the line for this one. Like
What's the line
whatever
at?
it is.
Is it available at the moment? I had a look to do a multi, and it said only 4 markets were available for us, so it's a bit fucking annoying. Let's have a look. The line is currently North Melbourne 30 plus.
Whew.
You'd take that, I reckon.
I'll take the line, 100%.
Yep. Yep, there we go. Write it down. Collect the money from the bookies on the Monday. So, and then we are looking at the Q Clash, Suns versus Lions.
Take us away, Adam.
We flog them.
Is that
pretty
your
confident
biased
then,
or
mate?
unbiased opinion?
78 points.
You'll get one this year. You'll get one this year.
We had it North Melbourne. We won by 100.
Hang on, just to make it clear, 78 or 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Maybe we add 7 and 8 together. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe 15 points.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Brisbane.
Yeah.
I think it'll be tighter than the $1.38 shows. Gold
I think
Coast
Brisbane will
turn
comfortably.
up for Q classes, especially at Metricon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
New
excited to
fans.
see the Took and Zorko battle continue.
Ooh.
They love shit stirring each other.
That'll be good. I'll probably
And
tune
Took
into
is
that
the better
one.
player.
Yeah,
Wash
definitely.
your mouth out.
Probably the game of the rounds. The next one is Bees versus Richmond. Was it Sunday night? Anzac Day Eve game.
Yeah.
Everyone knows my tip. Bees.
Yeah, Richmond, $4.10.
It's easy.
I think, yeah.
Wipe the
I
floor
think
with them, I think.
the fact that Melbourne are paying $1.24 and Geelong's paying $1.16. I know North versus Richmond, but
Yeah.
yeah, $1.24 seems ludicrous to have Melbourne at.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
still value.
Yeah, I think it's good value. I don't have like $1.11 to beat fucking Richmond, but
Oh, that's fine. And then we on the Monday morning we trek down to Tasmania for a riveting game for Hawthorn and Swans. After Hawks display today, it's going to be a better game than I probably would have anticipated last week.
They do play
But
well in Tasmania as well.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Sydney for this tip. I think the Swans
I'm going to
are a
go
better team.
Hawks.
Yep.
I think Hawks might do it down in Tasmania.
Yep. Adam.
I'm just having a look, and I haven't tipped I've tipped a favourite every time. I feel like I need to get one in there, but I'm looking at the Hawks or the Bombers.
Hawks.
I don't love either of them.
After we've just talked so much shit about the Bombers, you want to tip them?
And talking about Hawthorn being a finals bound side.
Yeah, I like Sydney. I said I do like Sydney. I think they're going about it quietly. Nah, fuck it. Nah, I'm up with Can't the Hawks.
Oh, beauty.
I only tipped Hawks because of your recommendation from last week.
Yeah, mate.
You convinced me.
I'm a reliable source, mate. I'm a reliable source. The Tom Brown of this podcast.
So you're not gonna be
You
here
losing
next
your
week.
job? Yeah, you're losing your job. Go play comp cricket, mate. That's about it. And the Anzac Day clash, Bombers versus Collingwood. Are we going to be unanimous across the board here, gents?
I think so.
Collingwood.
Collingwood.
I think they're the better team. That's it.
Go the Dons just for something different.
Go on, mate.
That's
lose a tip.
arguably the shittiest Anzac Day clash like this year. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Both teams are average.
yeah.
And I mean, Collingwood put up a fight, but what's Brisbane going to do this year, really? So,
You know, change my fucking tip. Carlton are going to beat Freo.
Are we changing it?
Yeah, fuck this guy. And also throwing there Adam Charrett to kick the fucking winning goal. I hope he does. And are you going to the game on Saturday, Josh?
I will not be.
No? Okay, well, I hope he runs up to the camera and just gives it fucking fuck off, Josh, down the camera.
I'm
Nah,
hopefully going to be getting drunk at
yeah,
the footy club.
Pardon?
I said hopefully I'm
mate?
getting drunk at the footy club instead.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Teams lose.
Yeah, drown your sorrows, mate, because your team's fucking shit. No, I'm joking.
Above you.
I think Collingwood will win.
Collingwood, Beauty. That's all our tips done for this week, gents. Do you have anything you'd like to add, or we're happy to end it there?
FLAGMANTLE.
Yep.
I'm happy to end it there. Yeah.
Yep. Beauty. Just cut it off.
Clip FLAGMANTLE from when they inevitably fucking drop out of the 8.
Yes.
And Andy Brayshaw requests a trade to Queensland because Fagan's had a word with him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just like Lockie Neal wants to come back to WA already.
Yeah.
But does he? Does he, mate? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
All right, boys. Well, thank you. Episode 2 done. If you're still here and listening, thank you. We do have some social media websites, whatever you want to call them, up now. We've got a Facebook page. We've got Instagram. We've got, what else we got, Josh? You run the show that way.
Yeah.
TikTok.
The whole package.
TikTok,
YouTube.
Beauty, YouTube. There we go. Follow us.